22 Kill started as an initiative through Honor, Courage, Commitment. In 2012, the Veterans Affairs Bureau came out with the statistic that 22 veterans a day were killing themselves by suicide.
Our founder already had an organization called Honor, Courage, Commitment, where we empower veterans through entrepreneurship. And while we were having success with all these veterans going through the entrepreneur program, we realized that after the VA released that statistic that 22 vets a day commit suicide, we needed to bring awareness to that issue.
We took it upon ourselves to go find out why this was happening, and we wanted to put faces to the statistic. It was just originally an initiative through Honor, Courage, Commitment, but it just grew from the level of awareness that we were putting out there. The push-up challenge was something that we started here in Dallas.
The goal originally was the awareness side. You can't have prevention without awareness.
We originally were challenged by an organization called the Hirsch Foundation. The Hirsch Foundation challenged us to see how many people we could get them to do 22 push-ups. Their original challenge was they gave us about a week to get 100 people to film themselves doing 22 push-ups, and in less than 3 days we had over 300 push-ups.
So the push-ups started in-house. We were actually doing push-ups when we met other veterans, and it would be, somebody would be talking to them and be like, oh, who'd you serve with? Oh, I was in the Army, so-and-so. And we'd get down and start doing push-ups to honor them, to honor their service. And we did 22 to raise awareness about the number 22. And it caught on, and it just, from there, it was like wildfire, and it turned into the push-up challenge that you see today.
People made it into what it is now, and so it went from just regular people to celebrities. Now it's worldwide. You can see troops from other countries doing it, countries from all over the world, and they're doing push-ups, and every time we see it, it humbles us, and we're amazed at how much it's grown.
And then it evolved into being a prevention organization. We shifted at probably in 2015 from being just awareness right into prevention, actually providing resources for veterans and financially sponsoring so veterans can go into different empowerment programs. The honoring was a way for us to identify who supported 22 Kill. And if you saw another person wearing it, you knew that person either was a veteran or supported veterans, and ultimately they had you back.
There was no universal symbol where we could look and see that, hey, that guy's a veteran, that gal's a veteran, let's go say hi, whatever. And that was the original thought. We came up with the honor ring, which we wear on our index finger. It's the hand we salute with most of the time, and it's also our trigger finger. It's kind of a symbol of a warrior.
Black band on the index finger, and it's very noticeable. And it started, we were wearing them on the right hand because it's the hand that you shake with, it's the hand you salute with, and we've kind of evolved into it being left or right, but you want to see it on the index finger, and then you see that ring. We want you to go up and actually meet that person, shake that person's hand, find out more about them, to bridge that gap and actually create human connection.
And now for us, it's more than just a symbol. It's being part of a community, being a part of the 22 Kill community, the community that says that, hey, I'm there with you, that that I support you, that I'm never alone, that wherever I am, I got this ring on, and if I see somebody else wearing it, I know that they support veterans, or that they got my back, and I've always got them, and I'm never alone, and that's what this ring's about. 22 Kill pushes community service a lot. 22 Kill pushes community service for several reasons. One, it's about getting our veterans out there into the community and integrating and having that transition period. When service members get out of the service, they lose such a huge part of themselves. And what we are doing with the community service projects is we are giving them that purpose back that they've lost. It's about giving the veterans that purpose back. It's about getting the veterans working alongside civilians, and it's about community, and it's about service. Some civilians always tell us, I didn't serve, but we say that you can serve now, and you can serve now alongside your veterans, and you can serve the community. And so that's why we do all these community service projects, is about getting these veterans integrated back into the system and getting them working alongside civilians. It's networking. It's introducing veterans to civilians, and it's serving the community at the same time.
We have tons of different events. It really just depends. We do things from like fun community events where we will be part of Veteran Appreciation Night at the Dallas Stars game, and we'll bring like 100 or so advocates with us, and we have the opportunity sometimes to rappel from the rafters. We've partnered with ERA Rodeo, and we've got to meet all the bull riders and things like that. Then we do motorcycle events, community events where we're handing out blankets to the homeless. And then anything that's veteran centric, we'll try to partner with other organizations, just to maximize their outreach, because we have a pretty big social media presence.
And 22 Kill is mostly about suicide prevention. And we do that through our programs that are partnered with other organizations. One of the organizations that 22 Kill partners with and has a program through is Stay the Course Veteran Services that provides traditional counseling. And we actually have counselors here in-house that we can provide for our veterans, because we believe that mental health is such a huge part of empowering our veterans. Some of the other organizations, such as Camp Valhalla.
They do veteran retreats, take veterans out, and they believe camaraderie is the best therapy, so take veterans out, shooting, hunting, fishing, and just being around other vets.
Another organization that 22 Kill works with is Adaptive Training Foundation that helps veterans that with disabilities. Such as amputations or what have you. ATF looks past your disabilities and finds different ways to train you like an athlete again.
Heroes on the Water, they do kayak fishing. Operation Once in a Lifetime, they take veterans and their families out on these once-in-a-lifetime experience. It might be sitting in the suite at a playoff game of your favorite team and meeting the players. And then they also provide financial assistance for veterans that are having a hard time. They Fought, We Ride. They do wounded vet rides all around the country, raising money for critically wounded warriors from Boston all the way down to San Diego.
The final end goal for 22 Kill, we've reached our 22 million push-ups, but that doesn't mean anything to us. That's great. That means that we've taken that first step, that we want 22 Kill, and the fact that veteran suicide is an epidemic. We want that out there in the social conversation, so that people aren't afraid to talk about suicide or veteran suicide, that there's not a stigma attached to it.
And it's also to be able to push the issues that we have into the spotlight, so that way other people with the same issues can get the help they need. Like police and firefighters have a pretty high suicide rate, and then there's another about 80 Americans a day that commit suicide on top of the veteran number.
We want that to be a common conversation, that suicide, the word suicide, is not said under hush breath, that people aren't afraid to talk about it, because if you can't talk about it, how are you going to fix this?
So really it's to get that number down, make PTSD, that stigma behind it being negative, bring that to light, and actually get people to speak up when they have problems, to actually not feel ashamed that you're having issues and talk to somebody.
We're not going to be done until suicide is just gone, until veteran suicide is gone, and that till the number's zero. We're not going to be done. And we look forward to that day, because we believe that veterans are our best assets, and if veterans are out there killing themselves by suicide, then we're not doing something right. And so we are out there, 22 Kill is out there, all our veteran advocates are out there to let all our veterans know that they're not alone, and that there's services out there, there's resources out there that can help them and empower them to be what they want to be, and that suicide shouldn't even be an option.